Pretty amazing, but not as cute as these guys, I must say.
Not as beautiful.
They were a little young. Just to give you a bit of a background, these guys were born on a Sunday the 7th of December, and they were born in the afternoon, which was a little bit unusual. Normally we'd think that these guys would be born at night, in the protection of night, but they were born at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, middle of the day. We had cameras out the back, and we were filming from several different cameras in the dens, and we were able to actually capture the whole birth. And the first one came at about 3 o'clock, and the second one was only about half an hour later. Now, an interesting thing is Channel 7 has a program called The Zoo. You may be aware of it. They'll be running that again at the end of this year, and they have that entire sequence, and they're actually going to have from introduction right through to this point here.
How long did you keep away from them when they were born?
Well, when they were born, we actually spent the first 6 weeks, we don't go near them at all. In fact, we put the cameras in there so we can observe them without actually interfering or interrupting. And we don't clean. All we do is we go down, we put the food into the enclosure, and we walk away. Mio didn't eat for 10 days after giving birth, which is again pretty normal, because when you think about it, in the wild, these animals, they've got to go out and make a kill, and those initial days is very important to get the cubs established, to start to get food into them and fat on them before they can leave, because initially, they might have to leave for several hours, even a day or so, to go and make a kill. So it wasn't unusual. Mio was in tip-top condition. She bulked up before she gave birth, and it was 10 days before she ate. We were pretty anxious to see her eat at the end. And then she's started to eat very well, and her body condition is actually fabulous, considering that she's had 2 very voracious cubs feeding. She's maintained her weight very nicely, and the cubs now are starting to wean, so mum's actually starting to restrict the amount of feeds that they get from her. And this morning I gave them a whole lot of chicken pieces, and they were out here feeding on lots of bits of chicken, and they show a pretty big appetite for meat. They certainly didn't need to be shown what to do, they were straight into it. So it's fantastic to see, and now they're, look at them having a bit of a clean up now. They've had their big feed, and it's time to do as cats do, they keep themselves pristine. And these guys are no different, they're into it straight away. Now, this morning I was specifically sort of speaking about